Greetings, beautiful souls. So we have arrived in the month of the August. August is number 8 in our yearly calendar counting. So what kind of the energies are ahead of us? What is it that we can anticipate? What is it that we can prepare for? What is it that we can ease ourselves into? So number 8, the meaning of the number 8, to me, or in the way of the language of light as I understand it, would be the connection to the source, to the God, whichever way you like to call it. It is that I know that when I see the number 8, that I know that the universe has my back. My higher self is up there behind me and saying, you got this. Doesn't matter what you're going through, what is going on in your everyday life, or what challenges you are presented with. You got it. I got your back. Universe does always have your back. You are never alone. We just do feel alone, separated in this world, in these bodies, and sometimes even separated from each other or other soul family living here on the earth. So you are not here alone. So we can definitely, to expect some kind of the turbulences, because when we have this strong energy behind us, don't worry, I got you back. And that means that something is going to be going on. Now it seems that every month is something going on, right? Well, we are coming into a number 9 naturally after, which is the closure of the cycle. So this month you can expect that some personal issues will come up that will lead you into the closure of the cycle. It's almost like universe presents you with a gift. If you can plant your spiritual death, I mean that when you don't physically die really, but when you just, the part of you die and you step into your new self, what it would be, what are the qualities, what is your old self that you are done with, that you feel like you do not need to carry on with you for the rest of your life. Now you may have a list of them. Sit down and write it down. What is it that you feel you don't need? You may feel trapped. You may feel in the relationship you don't like to be. You may be in a kind of the job situation you do not like. You may have a personal habit. I don't know, overeating, any other kind of the, what we would call the addictions, right? Or some bad habit that you want to wake up early in the morning and do your exercise. It can be anything. It can be, very significant things and maybe little tiny things that you would like to personally change about yourself. So write it down. Make it the list of changes. Who I was or who I am right now and who I would like to be. And whatever you start intentionally express, that is what the universe will help you with. That is why that, all your soul family, your higher self, everybody, everything, that oneness does have your back and will mirror to you what you are giving out. Now, obviously, if I just make my list and I will say, okay, I want to change, this is the quality I have about myself and I want to change into this quality. So let's say I want to, feel energized and ready to wake up early in the morning to do my meditation or a yoga practice. And, every morning you feel like, oh gosh, I want to sleep a little bit longer, maybe that I benefit from a little bit more than doing my practice. So you have your list, you have your intentions, and you know what you want to do. Be reasonable. Don't overdo yourself. Don't write, I'm going to wake up at 4 in the morning when you know that you realistically don't wake up until 6:30. So be realistic. Don't be hard and heavy on yourself. Then whatever you put up there, then you have to start practicing it. So in the beginning, maybe really hard to wake up, let's say 6:30. I know that some of you are big overachievers. 6:36 is about a reasonable time for me. So I start waking up at 6:30 and I will get myself out of the bed, or I convince myself, at least meditating in that bed, well, I will not fall into a deep sleep back again. You have to start using your will and put out that will at least few times until universe see that you are really serious about what you want, and it will support your decisions, your intentions, your desire, and will start supporting, you know, that will that you have, or will support that energy that create a will within you. Now, how that may look like? Will it give you this instant boost of the wake up in the morning? Most likely not. Will be great, right? Like zap you up and you are ready to go out of the bed. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, what is gonna happen? It will start helping you to adjust your life and create a healthy routine so you can wake up early in the morning. Let's say if you are eating a heavy dinners, for example, then your body is working really hard over the night and you are exhausted in the morning. And you may say, well, I was time traveling and I was going in all kind of the dimensions and I was doing this astral work. Yes, but I shouldn't leave you completely exhausted in the morning. Maybe, you know, again, you will be guided and to see, you know, what did I eat last night? Did I have a sugar? Did I have a caffeine-based kind of the drinks and so much on? And you will be guided on this adjustment of your life, of perhaps a diet, you know, in this particular case, or the vitamins and the supplements that you may take, something that will improve you through the day and will lead you into a more restful kind of the night sleep. So you can wake up in the morning early and ready for the day. Now, I'll give you an example. Even though I really like to drink coffee, coffee doesn't really like me. So I can totally see that if I stay a few days or a few weeks without a coffee, I actually next morning wake up more energized and ready for the day than to wake up, you know, all sleepy-eyed and reaching for that cup of coffee. So it's kind of an interesting kind of the way. And I know the coffee works for many people. And there's a part of me that I wish it worked for me, but it doesn't. So it's okay to accept it and evolve with it. Now, where I'm going into this, into the place of the evolution. Now, and by the way, you know, I use a simple example, waking up in the morning. You can use it for anything, you know, again, change your work, move from the place to place, creating a deeper spiritual practice, changing anything about yourself. Just you need to know what is it that you want and how you progress from the point A to the point Z. It's not from the A to B. There's a whole spectrum around it, right? And as you have seen with this example, you know, it's not only to hype yourself up that you could wake up at 6:30 in the morning and meditate, or you do your yoga, whatever practice that it is that you like, guys. You know, the hype energy may work just for a very few days and then you go like, forget it. Sleep is sleep. What is going with, go back to it, is into the step that help you evolve into a person you would like to be. It helps you to transform. So again, you know, if I go with my overhyped energy or with very, you know, strict discipline for the few days, then I start, you know, to looking at my daily habits and how it can lead into the more rest, you know, better quality of the sleep, or falling much more early into the sleep so I can wake up in the morning. So in a way, there's a whole circle of the evolution until you feel very comfortable waking up at 6:30 in the morning and feel like you get an enough sleep for what you need. I mean, you hear about the people who can sleep for the 4 hours and they're up and ready. Well, it's not definitely my scenario, so I'm not gonna tell you that that works for everybody. I usually have that opposite kind of the thing, you know. And I do enjoy 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and on the weekend, if I can, I'll sleep. Why not? So again, that's going to bring us into the evolution and transformation. Why I'm saying the words evolution and transformation. So if you follow up with my videos, you know that we are in the year, vibrational year number 5. The number 5 is the number of transformation. If you work with a number 5, you can transform your life into anything you would like it to be, anything about the aspects of you, your life, your regular life, your spiritual life, and so much on. The 5 is just tremendous opportunity. Now, since we live in this year number 5, you are seeing it in your life that it's a year of the changes. And it really is up to you if you allow for these changes, or if you are too afraid and kind of like step back and says, this is insecure and I don't trust this and that. Now, trust is another that big energy word that comes out. If I'm going to transformation, I have to learn to trust, especially to myself and my intuition, right? So, because if I'm working with my sleeping pattern and I really feel that, I don't know, I'm not gonna eat this kind of the food after, certain time of the day, then I need to trust myself and I need to allow myself to feel safe and secure about the decision, because the feeling safe and secure helps you to create your personal trust in yourself. And when you trust in yourself, it leads into successful changes, transformation. And successful changes and transformation will lead you eventually to this ending of the cycle, which we have a majority of the cycle through our lives. And it will lead you into a life that you would like to have. Now, you know that I'm a true believer that we can change our soul contracts, we can change our patterns, our prepared ways, we can change our destiny. I guess that's the word that I'm looking for. You can. We all can. But you need to know what is your destiny. It's not like, I shifting my boat from this river to that river. If I'm going to make that change, I want to know where that river leads to. I want to know if it's safe or not. I want to know if it has a secret waterfalls when I'm going to just fighting up for my life. We all want to choose that more nice and steady kind of the piece. It doesn't have to be the most easiest, but it definitely should be nice and steady, something that you can trust yourself to be at. So those will be, I think, the challenges of the month of the August. You will see your personal need for the transformation. You will see a little bit more what is working for you and what is not working for you. And you always have opportunity to transform yourself. Now, you cannot tell me that it's impossible and you are in the most impossible kind of the situation. Of course, it may look like that at the moment and may feel like, this is all I know and this is all what is predestined and this is where it's leading to. Yes. But if I feel truly that message that we can reach the limitless possibilities, then this old pattern doesn't apply anymore. The old pattern doesn't apply anymore. Then you do have a power to change your new pattern. And guess what? You are in the August. Whenever you are in the Southern Hemisphere or the Northern Hemisphere, we all have the August, number 8 month in our 12-month calendar. So you have symbolically all your soul family behind you. I say symbolically because they are there with you every single day of your life, every second of your life. But now we can, we can play pretend, I guess, to feel the energy even closer, because when you become aware of it, that energy does become more, I don't want to say the visible, but more palatable, when you can really feel it. And then okay, I do have my backup with me. And then you write down your choices or the way what you want to change around yourself, and you ask for help. And then you follow guidance in the signs and the symbols and in numbers. Now, next coming Saturday, I think it's the 7th of August, I'll be teaching this first Saturday of the month class, when we will talk about the meaning of the numbers, connection to the language of light, and learning to decode the messages in the numbers. So if you find this fascinating, please join me. This is workshop I have done last year, I think has been very popular. I definitely found a lot of messages in the numbers, especially when I feel like, oh gosh, I'm stuck a little bit. What is out there? So I look at the meaning of the numbers. So let's say today we have a 1st of the October 2021. So we have a 81221, the numbers. The 8 is the soul family is up there. Don't worry, we got your back. Whatever you decided to do, we support you, as long as it's in your good, the positive grow way. Then it's the number 1 is the new beginning. Obviously, if there's something to change, there's always a new beginning. And it's up to you if you would like to have that new beginning and where it is going to take you. Really be a navigator of your life. You use that alien compass that I read about in the Pleiadian code tree. Let how to use it. Let it guide you through your life. And then we'll go to number 2 and 2. So it's choices and choices, like the choices on the steroids. When you want to make change and you want a new beginning, you always have to choose. What is it you want? What is good for you? Nobody's going to choose for you. There's no soul family, there's no higher self, there's no anybody who's gonna bestow it to you on the golden plate and says, oh, there you go, sweetie. They will show you usually pathways. What is gonna happen if you go this way? What's gonna happen if you go that way? And the choice is ultimately yours. That is because we have a free will. That is because you are learning to become a multi-dimensional being eventually. So you have to learn to make your choices. And again, that brings us to the number 1. The new beginning. Now, if you start adding the numbers, and I have not prepared this before. So 8 plus 1 is 9, right? 1st of the August, which is today. So the number 9 is literally bring us to that ending of the cycle. So if I look at it, the whole month of the August will lead me into another rebirth that may happen by the mid-half ending of the September. So I know there's going to be quite a turbulence on the way, or I can learn to walk in the turbulence. Remember, when you find your neutrality, which means when there's something going on and you hold yourself in that 0 emotions, you don't get overexcited and you get over depressed and sad. You kind of hold yourself in this neutral kind of the energy, so you are able to see the truth behind the choices that are offered to you. You're gonna get where you should be. Now, the year is number 5. We already talked about it. So transformation. So this particular year, this particular energy of the August and the September goes toward your transformation. I'm going to shoot for the rebirth. So why not? It's a pretty cool and strong energy. Now, if I add the number 9 and the 5 together, like all the numbers together, 9 and 5 is the number 14. So again, I'm going to add the 14 or simplify into 1 plus 4, which is number 5. Transformation. So happy transformation, everybody. Transformation doesn't have to be a scary thing. It definitely will intimidate the most deepest and intimate and scariest part within you. But do you want to wait another 9 years for this opportunity? Or you want to do it now? So let's do it together. We are doing this for a few years. Again, for all those who follow me for a few years, let's do this. Let's transform into a better part of ourselves, in that 3.0 part of ourselves. Now, why do I say 3.0? So the 1.0 is like that person who's born, going through the stuff in the life and, either become a horrible victim or that aggressive, more bully kind of the ego energy. Then the 2.0 is when you awaken into spirituality and you go like, oh my God, there's something more than the life that I know. Let's study, let's learn, let's practice, let's change my life. Now you've been there, you've done that. Now 3.0 is in the much more perfected part of yourself. It is when 3 become 1s. I love that. This is something what I'm writing in my new book. What is the three? Your soul, your mind, your body become one, the consciousness of who you are. So my three parts become consciousness of Eva, as I call myself in this lifetime. So the Eva is going to become a 3.0 prototype of this body. And when she is one, she can easily merge into the oneness with the others. And there's are quite a few of us here. And once you find your soul family and that way merge into the oneness, it is the most beautiful thing. And you will know what I talk about when you find it. Or some of you have already found it. So this is my message for the August. You guys have the most fabulous month. Those who just ended my soul healing class, I bet you guys, not that I wish it on you, but I bet you are going to see everything what you have learned in those 10 weeks happening in this short 4 weeks in the August. And it really is like fast forward mystery school to apply everything that you have learned, to learn to understand your soul, your ego, how to balance them, how to find the root of your problem, what is going on, and how to make changes, how to shift from the suffering beliefs and pattern into unconditional love beliefs and the pattern, and it will change your life for better. I believe that, and I wish that for all of you. And for all of those who would like to join my soul healing classes, the next 10-week course will start in the September 28th, and it will be the last one of this year. So with that, guys, I love you, love you, love you. And you have a fabulous August. And remember, you are never alone. And the universe does have your back. Bye.